Have you ever scrolled through your phone, seen a message, and just ignored it? No guilt, no anxiety, just peace. While society tells us that constant connection equals success, happiness, and love, some people have discovered a secret. Protecting your energy can be more powerful than responding to every demand. Today, we're uncovering the hidden psychology of people who cut everyone off. Why do they do it? Is it fear, weakness, or quiet strength? By the end of this video, you'll understand why choosing solitude can be one of the strongest choices a person ever makes. But here's the twist: people who cut others off aren't avoiding life, they've discovered a powerful skill most people never learn. And that's what we'll explore next. Cutting people off isn't random. It's a natural protective mechanism. Every human has a nervous system designed to protect energy and avoid harm. When someone has been emotionally drained repeatedly, friends, family, or partners taking more than they give, the brain responds by shutting down social engagement. This is not weakness. Think of it as a defense system. You've likely been the friend who answered every call at 2 a.m., the partner who absorbed everyone's problems, the family member who smoothed every conflict. And then one day you didn't. The world didn't end. In fact, it got quieter. That was your brain saying, finally, peace. Your nervous system has modes for protection. Scientists describe one as the dorsal vagal response: shutdown, withdrawal, and conservation. It's designed to preserve your energy like a finite resource. Many people develop this early. Perhaps you learned as a child that closeness came with a cost. Maybe moods shifted the entire household atmosphere, and you adapted to read tension before anyone spoke. Psychologists call this emotional cutoff, a blueprint your younger self drew to survive unpredictability. This doesn't mean you are cold or incapable of love. It means you learned to survive efficiently, protecting yourself from emotional harm while conserving your energy for what truly matters. But here's what most people miss: there's a huge difference between protecting yourself and building walls that block everyone. In the next section, we'll uncover the key signs that separate peace from isolation. Not everyone who cuts people off is the same. There's a difference between walls built from fear and boundaries built from self-awareness. Walls block everyone, the good and the bad alike. They are born of fear, anxiety, and past hurt. Boundaries are selective. They protect peace, energy, and mental clarity. If you cut someone off and felt relief, that's your brain giving you data. If you felt peace, that's protection, not loneliness. You are learning which people deserve access to your energy. Over time, people who cut off others become excellent pattern recognizers. They spot friends who take without giving, relatives whose compliments come with conditions, or partners who love bomb and disappear. These patterns become early warning systems, your brain processing social cues at a level most people never access. This skill is not sensitivity or paranoia, it's survival. It's thousands of hours of emotional data distilled into a simple rule: protect your peace, allow only the right people in. Next, we'll explore the hidden benefits of cutting people off and why solitude can actually make you stronger than most ever realize. Here's where it gets fascinating: people who cut others off are not lonely. They experience solitude, a state that is often confused with loneliness but is profoundly different. Loneliness is the absence of connection you want. Solitude is the presence of peace you choose. When you spend time alone, your brain isn't idle, it's processing, healing, and regenerating. Studies in neuroscience show that quiet, self-chosen solitude improves emotional regulation, creativity, and problem-solving. You're not hiding from life, you're training your mind to operate at a higher level. Think about it. Have you ever noticed how some people need constant validation to feel okay? They rely on social approval to define their self-worth. But when you step back and curate your circle, you start sourcing validation internally. You develop resilience, independence, and clarity. Solitude also gives you a mental reset. Every interaction consumes energy, even positive ones. By selectively cutting people off, you're essentially detoxing your social environment. Your nervous system relaxes, your cortisol levels drop, and your emotional bandwidth grows. And here's the secret many people miss. Solitude is not deprivation. It's a conscious choice to reclaim your life, to hear your own thoughts, to prioritize the people and experiences that truly matter. Over time, solitude becomes your sanctuary, your laboratory for growth, and your power source. But what's even more powerful is what solitude teaches you about human patterns. In the next section, we'll uncover why cutting others off makes you a master of social intelligence. When people see someone cutting others off, they often assume it's social ineptitude or fear. The truth is quite the opposite. You're developing an advanced form of social intelligence. Here's why. Every person who drains your energy leaves a pattern behind. The friend who only calls when they need something, the relative whose love comes with strings, the partner who disappears after overpromising. Your brain doesn't just notice these patterns, it catalogs them. Research in behavioral psychology shows that repeated exposure to emotional stress activates your threat detection circuits in the brain, particularly in the amygdala and prefrontal cortex. What does that mean for you? You become exceptionally skilled at reading intentions, spotting manipulation, and predicting behavior. Your social radar is finely tuned. You're not paranoid, you're hyper-aware. You can sense toxicity before it becomes a problem. And because of that, cutting people off is not impulsive, it's data-driven. Every choice is informed by your past experiences, your observations, and your internal compass. And the benefits go further. You free up mental space to invest in relationships that matter. You can devote energy to people who support, inspire, and challenge you in a healthy way. Instead of spreading yourself thin, you cultivate quality over quantity. But social intelligence is just part of the story. Next, we'll explore how your childhood and early experiences shape who you cut off and why that's not your fault. Why do some people naturally withdraw when others get too close? Often, it begins in childhood. Emotional experiences in early life leave an imprint on the nervous system, creating blueprints for survival. Children who grow up in unpredictable environments, where moods swing, affection comes with conditions, or love is inconsistent, learn to read tension before anyone speaks. This is called emotional cutoff, a survival strategy to protect the self. These early lessons shape adult behavior. When someone gets too close, your nervous system doesn't overreact, it follows the blueprint. Detect threat, conserve energy, prioritize self-protection. But here's the empowering part. Understanding your blueprint allows you to rewrite it consciously. Cutting people off is no longer reactive. It becomes a skill rooted in awareness, not fear. You understand why you withdraw when it's necessary and how to protect your peace without isolating yourself from life completely. By acknowledging your emotional history, you transform what could be a source of shame into a tool for self-mastery. And the final piece? The surprising fact that cutting people off can actually improve health, happiness, and life satisfaction, but only if done consciously. Let's break that down next. When done intentionally, cutting people off is one of the most empowering acts a person can take. It allows you to conserve mental energy. Interactions with draining individuals consume enormous cognitive resources. Improve emotional health. Selective engagement reduces stress, anxiety, and emotional exhaustion. Boost productivity. Focus on meaningful work and relationships instead of distraction. Strengthens social intelligence. Pattern recognition improves decision-making and discernment. Consciously choosing who to engage with is a skill, not a flaw. Harvard's longitudinal studies on happiness show that it's not about how many people you know, it's about having the right ones. A small circle of supportive, trustworthy individuals contributes more to well-being than a large, shallow network. Cutting people off doesn't make you cold. It makes you strategic, self-aware, and resilient. Solitude becomes a tool for growth rather than punishment. You learn to enjoy your own company, hear your inner voice, and invest in what truly matters. And here's the final truth. Society may call this isolation, but you know it as sanctuary. It's your choice, your peace, your life. You're not running from people, you're running toward clarity, growth, and freedom. So, if you've ever felt the need to step back, remember, it's not weakness, it's strategy. Your peace is your priority. Leave a comment if you've ever cut people off and felt stronger for it. Subscribe for more insights into the psychology of people who cut everyone off. Your sanctuary starts here.